On Self Growth Family, it's Phil. Making another video for y'all. I got a request to make a video about self-confidence. I think self-confidence is something that's very important. I feel that it not just determines like how your life is going to go, but it also determines like with relationships and other people, business-wise, friendships-wise. A lot of it's based off of the self-confidence you have. And first and foremost, like no one's going to have confidence in you until you have confidence in yourself. And the difference between the people who crawl through life and the people who walk through life is the ones who walk through life have realized they can stand on their own 2 feet, and the ones who crawl through life haven't. I think the first thing though with your self-confidence is realizing, what are you telling yourself in the morning? Like when you wake up, are you saying hello handsome, or man I look rough? Are you saying like I'm a win today, or are you gonna say it's gonna be another rough one? Or do you tell yourself that you're good at talking to people, that you're good at communicating, that you are a server, that you are a good mom, that you are improving, that you're working on yourself, that you're overcoming these obstacles? Or are you saying life is tough? Or are you saying I can't do that? Or are you saying that's out of my comfort zone? Or are you saying I'm not the type of person? Because whatever you're telling yourself, you spend the most time with yourself, so you're going to start listening to yourself, right? Now your circle of influence, it obviously is important. You gotta have good circle of influence, because you don't want people speaking negative in your life. And if you have that, I would remove those people quickly. But what are you telling yourself? Because if you're telling yourself garbage, like you're just as bad, if not worse, than those people, because you're hearing more of it, right? So realize that what you're telling yourself on a day-to-day basis will make all the difference. It's programming the computer. That's all it is. You know, the people who you see succeeding and have confidence, I guarantee you they tell themselves positive things about themselves all the time. And the ones that don't keep filling their heads with doubt, and that's what shows in their stance, in the way they carry themselves, in the way they speak. That's the reason why they don't make eye contact. That's the way they keep their head down. It's stuff like that. That's why they're so soft-spoken. It's because they've told themselves you're a soft-spoken, quiet person. That's just how you are. This is you. You programmed yourself that way, but that's not how you are, right? If you feel that you're put here to talk to people, you're not gonna be put here to talk to people and be quiet. You just program yourself the wrong way. You can program yourself the right way too, though, right? I think the second part with the reason I have confidence, realize your gifts. Realize what is unique about you, what makes you special that nobody else has. Okay, because you were individually made. Some people might have similar gifts, but they're not going to have all the gifts that you have, right? And there's going to be signs about what you should do with your gifts. Like, I'm tall and I'm goofy. I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to talk to people. Like, that's just what it is, right? But if you are artistic, if you are a great person with numbers, if you relate to people, great communicator, if you're good at, if you know Comic-Con like the back of your hand, you might be the announcer at a Comic-Con convention. Like, whatever it is, if you're a nerd, be the best nerd you can be. But it's you. It's you. And like, even if you're the best nerd, like, you're going to teach people to stand out. He was a nerd and he was awesome. He rocked that Comic-Con convention. I'm going to be a nerd. I'm going to be different. Well, like, whatever it is. That might influence someone to be creative and think of something that's going to influence other people, just based off of you being able to stick up for who you are. Right? I think the third thing to realize, though, when you're looking at gifts, another thing to have self-confidence is, when you look at other people's gifts, just because other people's gifts are different than yours does not mean that their gift is better than yours. Right? Like, I no disrespect to any of the athletes or whatever, but okay, like LeBron can jump super high. Cool. But Bill Gates knows business. One gift is different than the other. But the other thing is, like, so it's not like that the LeBron is just a better person, or the Bill Gates, they just have different gifts. Like, just because one person is an athlete and you might be a great communicator, like, it's not your job to compare yourself to anybody else in the first place, right? Not in a competitive, jealous type of way. You can to push yourself to do better, but realize, okay, that's his gifts, but this is mine. And I think once you realize that nobody else is better than you, the people who, even if they are in the same field, okay, if they are in the same field as you, realize they've just had more confidence in what it is that is their gift that y'all have similarly, and they've just put more times behind the scene. They've come to work early, they've stayed in the gym later, they've done more repetition, they've practiced more talks, like whatever it is, that's all it is. That's all it is. Do the work, practice your craft, have more confidence in your craft. If you watch people, the ones getting promoted, the ones in the fast track in life, like, watch people, it's confident people. It does, and they're probably not even better, to be honest with you. Probably not even better at all than you at that. They just have the confidence that you don't, and that's why they'll pass you up. You never want to get passed up in life based off your assumption of a gift that they don't have. Right? You're slacking back in life because you're some of the other people are better or more qualified or whatever. They just speak up and they have confidence. You can do the same thing. Right? Have confidence in yourself. You have no reason not to. You have no reason not to. And a lot of times, if you do mess up with confidence, people will at least respect that you tried. If you do mess up with confidence, at least you did the things, you tried the things that the people who are too afraid to try didn't do. So they really can't say nothing. I tried, I failed. You never tried anything. You stayed stagnant. You stayed average. I at least tried to better myself. What can they say to you? Right? So have confidence in what you do. Realize your gifts. Once you realize your gifts, it's going to make a world of difference, because then, from then on, you can improve yourself at what you're good at, but most importantly, like what you're telling yourself on a day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year basis is a huge thing to have. Please make sure that you're speaking positivity in your life, and watch how your world changes. Watch how your demeanor changes. I walk high, I hold my hand high, I speak with confidence, I shake hands, I make eye contact. Say that to yourself in the morning. Watch what you start to do. Watch the reaction that people give you. You have a spark about you now. I just straightened my back up and I looked you in the eye when I shook your hand. It makes a difference though. All right. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Grow yourself. It's Phil. I'm holla at y'all.